Welcome back to our Portugal adventure, and here we are in Carvoeiro, famous for its golden sandy beach and crystal clear water, but unfortunately that pesky seaweed is struck again, making it unable to swim. So instead we headed up to the famous Boardwalk. We headed up the incline to the left of the beach and we were rewarded instantly with some stunning views. At the top we stopped off by the fishing boat statue, a tribute to Carvoeiro's heritage of fishing, long before tourism came its main industry. We then step onto the Boardwalk. The Boardwalk is around 600 metres long and winds its way along the coastal edge. It's famous with TikTokers and Instagrammers alike, and you'll see why later. We chose to come early in the morning and we're really glad we did, because it remained fairly quiet. However, it got noticeably busy on the way back, especially in those particularly famous and photographic places. Stretching along the clifftops, this is one of the best coastal walks in the Algarve. Around every corner is another incredible view of these limestone cliffs dropping off into the Atlantic Ocean below. The most famous time to visit is in the evening. You get some absolutely stunning sunsets. And I would recommend you give yourself at least a good couple of hours to fully enjoy this walk. We continue along the Boardwalk and we reach a natural inlet. This is famous for swimmers and cliff jumpers alike. Unfortunately, the tide was out during our visit, leaving the water much shallower than usual and not enough depth to do anything really, but honestly, at our time of life, we're just happy to have a look. If you look closely at the left, you can see the steps that they've carved out into the stone to climb in and out. Unbelievably, people were walking along the edge at the top of the cliff. We saw this an awful lot. Anything for one of those photos. Now for TikTok and Instagram infamy. We drop down through the restaurant and walk into the cave entrance. Right. These natural stone windows look like directly out of the limestone wall to the sea below. Carved by centuries of waves and wind, they're one of the most photographed spots along the coastline. And you can completely understand why. This, though, is one of those places that get really busy. We were lucky enough to see it from the other side a couple of years ago. Thank you. And it attracts hundreds of tourist boats that you can spot along the Boardwalk. Anyway, it's starting to get busy now. We head back, have a quick beer. The beer in the bars close to the beach were a little bit pricey, and as it was starting to get busy, you guessed it, we headed straight back to Portimão. It's time for lunch. We were searching for a restaurant that's become a little bit of a tradition for us. We've visited every year since we started coming back to Portugal together, and it's become a firm favourite for simple Portuguese food. We had fresh bread, grilled sardines and piri-piri chicken. Its name is Tuino Ze o Mate Porco, which roughly translates as Tony Joe the Pig Killer. How unfortunate. I had to add these pictures of our evening meal. If you've enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. See you next time.